It's National Character Counts Week. Thanks to President Donald J. Trump, who announced from October 18th through October 24th, 2020, every opportunity to show consideration for another person is also an opportunity to build habits of kindness and strengthen our character.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said.
Throughout this week, we commit to being more kind, loving, understanding, and virtuous. This week, how did our president do?
Let's look at the Trump tweets.
Back to where we left off with the tweets. The tweets for October 19th. Let's see how President Trump did with his kindness, virtuosity, and generosity. Perhaps some generosity of put-downs. Let's see. Well, this is good. Pennsylvania, letting them know it's the last day to register to vote. Nice. And also letting Florida, early voting underway. Thank you to Arizona. This is where he's departing. Look at all these people. Look at all these people loving Trump. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. Wow, I wonder what's going on there. It's obviously not a car because those people aren't that scared. Thinking it's like a wagon or something, or someone just running with a camera. Can't figure out what's going on there. All right. But anyway, back to I haven't seen a single bad thing yet. Let's see. Never been more enthusiasm or spirit. This is nice. This is what I'm talking about. He's saying nice things about the people of Arizona and the people. Great fun. Already winning many states, but not reported. Biden put the lid on again. I don't know. Maybe that's a true statement. Not necessarily putting him down. They finally caught him cold, and he knows it. The laptop is devastating. Well, it's not his laptop, but let's keep going. He's replying to somebody. There's never been a time in either of my two campaigns where I felt we had a stronger chance of winning than we do right now. That's interesting. Well, I mean, I don't blame him because against Hillary, I never thought he was going to win. That was really, really a surprise, and I'm sure it was even to him. Here's something good. Mark Meadows and team are doing a fantastic job. Now, that's what I'm talking about during this week. Obviously, I'm assuming Mark Meadows is a Trump supporter, so that certainly helps. Heading to Arizona. See you soon. All right. Seeing you soon. I like what's going on today, or yesterday, I should say, October 19th. We're getting great news. The Sudan thing, that was a good thing. The government of Sudan hopefully will be paying $335 million. And when they do, we're just going to take them off the state-sponsored terrorist list. At long last, justice for the American people and big step for Sudan. All right, there's some good things. Uh-oh. Jumping on Dr. Tony Fauci. Don't allow him on TV, but he's on 60 Minutes. Gets more airtime than anyone since the late, great Bob Hope. I don't know. It's probably a more modern reference you could have used there, Mr. President. All I ask of Tony, and this is again nice tone, though, is that he make better decisions. Nice tone for character counts, but then also bad arm. You had to throw that in. You had to throw in the bad arm, didn't you? Oh, my goodness. Now, that's not very nice for this particular week, even though it is true. And he'll have posted, you'll see a little bit later, we'll do a comparison. Governor Cuomo has shown tremendously poor leadership skills in running New York. Bad time for him to be writing and promoting a book. Well, it's also a bad time for you to be doing things that are anti-character counts. I don't know why you decided to do that, other than I did know that you did it exactly a year ago, too, in October. Obviously just a gesture, I'm assuming, and not really something that you meant to do, because now you're jumping on this guy. Now here we have Herschel Walker. President Trump's in Arizona. Here we go. No one can sling it like Trump. He liked that. Somebody made a comment on that bad arm video, so he retweeted it. A perfect strike for the American people. It's not a bad throw, I'll be honest, especially if you compare it, though, to poor Dr. Fauci. Oh, my goodness, that was bad. He retweets Fauci's pitch as metaphor for how wrong he has been. So, the president wants you to know that Dr. Fauci has been as wrong about COVID as his fastball. And man, if that was the truth, I think that Trump was quoted as saying, if he listened to Dr. Fauci, we would have lost 700,000 people by now. So thank God for President Trump not listening to Dr. Fauci. Or did he? I don't know. There was a whole thing that he did listen to Dr. Fauci, and I don't know what's going on here. Okay, he arrived in Prescott yesterday, and then we're going to be looking at that shortly. Stop Democrats from stealing our votes. He didn't write that. Democrats are stealing their votes. All right, Democrats, stop stealing the votes. The nerve of Governor Cuomo, again, this is not him, but he's retweeting someone who has obviously character that counts. The nerve of Governor Cuomo trying to capitalize on COVID after he killed thousands in nursing homes. Yeah. You could always make these claims. The same claims can be made against President Trump, but, dancing on a stage, right? Dancing on a stage when 200,000 people have died, but you just accept that. So if Cuomo was a Republican, you'd be all in. And he would be great, like you've never seen before. Thank you, Tucson. This is good. It's better than yesterday. He tweeted more yesterday than he did the day before. Interviewed on Fox and Friends. To the great people, again, thank you, Donald Trump, of New York, California, and Illinois. Thank you. Your states are way too highly taxed. Yeah, they are taxed. Big crime, it's not as big as you're trying to claim. People fleeing, that might be the case. And just about every other problem you can have. Like what? Herpes? Every other problem that you can have in California? To the great people, vote Trump and I will turn them around for you. Now here's the thing, people. And I didn't want this to be an opinionated thing. But come on. To the great people of New York, California, and Illinois, our states are way highly taxed, big crime, people fleeing, just about everything. If I vote Trump, he's going to turn it around for me fast? Who's been president for the last 4 years? This is insane. So that's it. It's nice. About 9 hours ago, which I think will start us off here for the interview at Fox and Friends that was this morning that I have not yet seen. Maybe an issue that we will discover tomorrow of him and his example of character counts. But let's move on.
How did Donald Trump do with his public speaking?
What Biden wants to do is get as much as he can for himself. Have you been watching this whole thing play out? I didn't know anything about it. Oh, here's a picture of Biden playing golf with these people. I didn't know my son was taking money from Burisma. I didn't know my son got $3.5 billion from the mayor of Moscow's wife. I wonder why. And then you see all the things, right? That we have to give the man 10%. We have to give the man 10%, right? Ah, boy. I'll tell you what. Nobody's ever seen. And the media, right? And big tech, they won't allow it. Charlie Kirk, you know Charlie Kirk, great guy? They shut down his site because he mentioned it. Look, he's a corrupt politician, this guy. He's a corrupt politician. To get the power, Biden has made a corrupt bargain in exchange for his party's nomination. He has handed control of his party over to the socialists, the communists, the Marxists, and the left-wing extremists. And that's before we get to his own personal corruption, which is more than anybody in history. I say this, it's the second biggest scandal politically in the history of our country. Number one was spying on my campaign and getting caught. Right? You know about it? Okay, you can't have him in because they control Biden 100%. Biden is shot. You know he's shot, right? He's gonzo. Joe Biden is always and always has been a corrupt politician. Joe Biden is a corrupt politician. And you know what? You knew that, and a lot of people knew it for a long time, but now you have the laptop. It's over. It's over. And as far as I'm concerned, the Biden family is a criminal enterprise, and that's what it is. It's a criminal enterprise. Smoking gun emails shown. We just found them. You saw that? Did you see Shifty Shift? We think that the laptop was made by Russia. Oh, I see. Oh, he just said it was made by Russia. Here we go again. Russia did it. Russia. You know, the head of DNI, John Ratcliffe, who's fantastic, came out and said that was false information. Now, these are bad people. These are sick people. Do you notice they never say it was made by China? Because they're all on the take. Smoking gun email show just came out that the Biden family used the vice presidency as a for-profit cash machine, and that Joe Biden has been lying to the American public to cover it up. Remember, he said, no, I never met anybody from Burisma, is it? Is it Burisma? Actually, that I understand, because he's got no memory left. It's gone. Is it Burisma? No, I don't really. And then they show a picture of him playing golf with the head of Burisma. Ah, boy, oh, boy. It used to be you're immune for life. And then when I got it, I said I'm immune. They said it's only good for 4 months. See, if anybody else, you understand that, right? I'll jump into that audience right there. We pioneered life-saving therapies and reduced the fatality rate 85%. Think of it. And I had it too. I didn't feel good. I feel not so great. And I'm not used to that. And we can't let that happen to a president because we have to be at the top of our game. That's why you can't let Biden be president, because he's not at the top of his game mentally. You can't have that.
Yes, it's President Trump's National Character Counts Week, October 18th through October 24th, where he says throughout this week, we recommit to being more kind, loving, understanding, and virtuous. Together as one national family, we must serve others with giving and grateful hearts to ensure our republic remains strong, vibrant, and a beacon of hope for future generations. On this day, how did President Trump do? Let's consult the science.